Hi, folks. This is Big Mike and Alina show. You've heard the show before. So we're going to take this very short, we're going to do this very short video on this Michigan 4 deal. There's another video that has been recorded with the operator on the deal, Paul Keebler, and that's about 50 minutes. And it has great details about the deal details. But this is a high-level summary so that you can take 5 minutes instead of taking 50 minutes. I still encourage you to watch the other video. So this deal is called Michigan 4. It's a portfolio of 4 Class B or better multifamily properties in suburbs of Detroit, Southeast Michigan. The deal it's a growth deal. It's in a great submarket. I came out to the properties, was really, really happy to see the location of each property. And this deal has very, very significant depreciation benefits in year 1. The wonderful disclaimer: this presentation is for informational, educational purposes only. This is not a solicitation, nor are we offering any kind of advice. If you're interested in the deal, please request PPM, private placement memorandum, to accredited investors only, and consult with your attorney and CPA professional. These are the 4 properties. That's what they look like. They look like they came from the same mothership. They're very, very similar in external look. And internally, they have very similar layouts too. So these 4 properties, even though in 4 different locations, they are very well positioned for an easy renovation for the operator of this project, Paul Keebler. Anyway, watch that video, but that's what the properties look like. We're very excited about this project. We've done many deals with Paul in the past. He's second to none as far as these value-add projects are concerned in Midwest. So here's a quick view of these 4 properties. As you can see, they are far from downtown Detroit. They're not in rough areas at all. They're actually great submarkets. And to the point where when I came out to Detroit, what I saw, good cars parked in these apartment complexes. We drove around the neighborhood, looked at the houses, and they're all very nice houses. So these are great multifamily assets in highly desirable areas. Anyway, please watch the detailed video about these properties. In total, there's 938 doors, but you can see 224 in one of them, 298 in another, 128 in the third, and 288 in the 4th property. The beauty about having a portfolio instead of single asset, they can be sold as a piecemeal, one at a time, or they can be sold as a package. There's a lot of flexibility with a portfolio versus a single asset. Alina, would you be so kind to take us from here?
Sure, Mike, thank you. So, folks, as Mike mentioned, this is a portfolio of 4 properties in Greater Detroit area, and there are several reasons why we're really excited about this 4 properties portfolio. First of all, is because we're able to provide huge tax benefits by giving our investors into common equity 1.9x of depreciation. So essentially, as you can see on the screen, for every $100,000 that you invest, you will get in year 1 $190,000 of depreciation. And why it's extremely important at this point is because 2022 is the last year when you can take 100% of depreciation. After this year, it's going to phase out to 80% and so forth. So you'll get this in year 1, and you'll be able to carry forward whatever passive losses you have and whatever you cannot use this year, passive or active, depending on whether you're claiming real estate professional status. It provides extremely strong returns. As you can see, the IRR range, and we'll go into details on another slide as to why there is a range for IRR as well as equity multiple. The property is projected to be held 4 years. But there is a potential of potentially selling it even earlier than that. And because it's such a great deal, we already were able to raise $10 million. So there's only $8.5 million available at this time. So if you have an interest, place your commitment as soon as possible, and then maybe take some time to review the PPM and move forward with your investment. So this is the breakdown of different classes of equity, depending on how much you invest. It could be as little as 100,000 or as high as 2 million plus. Your target IRR as well as equity multiple will differ. But to give you an example, let's say you're investing 2 million, that means that your target IRR is going to be 19%. And in about 4 years, we're projecting that your equity multiple of 2x will translate into 4 million in return. So you'll get 4 million in total in return. That does include the year 3 distribution that we are projecting to be at about 6%. As you can see, the distributions in year 1 and 2 are non-existent. We want to set the expectations low. So there is a potential that you may get something very little, but Pepper Pike team likes to push forward more innovations sooner rather than later. That's why whatever funds we'll have available from the cash flow and property, we want to put them into renovation. So that's why we're setting the distribution expectations very low for year 1 and 2. Let's move forward, Mike. So this is the breakdown of the target IRRs if the property is sold in year 3. You can see that the returns in year 3 are even much stronger if the property is sold sooner, of course. But even with year 4, having the IRR anywhere between 15 to 19% in our times is extremely strong and very rare to come by these days. Let's continue. This is the breakdown of the pref. So there is a pref, you get 8% preferred return, which of course is cumulative. So even though we're not paying you from day 1, but from the time you invest until the time we start paying distributions, you accumulate 8% preferred, and the preferred return is the same for all equity units. What's different is the back-end split. As you can see, the back-end split differs. It goes anywhere from 60-40 up to 80-20 split until 15% IRR is achieved. And at that point, again, it shifts to be anywhere from 50-50 to 70-30 being the highest split for the highest Class A equity units. Also, I want to make sure folks understand that syndications investments are standalone. They're not part of the relationship balance that applies to our funds only. So for syndication investments, please count your investment into this particular syndication to determine your specific class of equity units. Let's continue, Mike. This is our timeline for this project, so you have time to review it. But again, if you look at the deal and it looks interesting, please respond to us with your soft commitment so we can hold your amount until you have the time to review the PPM and fully commit to the deal. We're projecting that it'll close around September 9th, so a few days after the holiday. So it gives you some time to review the PPM, subscribe, find your investment, and enjoy the benefits of it. And again, feel free to reach out to Mike and me. We're also giving you our general email, invest@tempafunding.com. Mike and I have a vacation times, so if you reach out at invest@tempafunding.com, one of us or someone else from the team will definitely respond to your questions in case we're out on vacation. Thank you so much for looking at this opportunity and deciding to partner with us. We're looking forward to hearing back from you and partnering on Michigan 4.
Thank you kindly.